Hello and welcome to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator. Right, I have just noticed we have got some drivers bringing in some money. Wow, that is a really good income. Right, we need to find another job to do today. So that is, no, let's be fair, that's the start of every episode. But I do want to just check how the drivers are doing. Up to £1,700 now for Ella. 3,600. Wow. Wow, he earned more yesterday than Irina did. Wow. How did she make me £3.21 a mile? And he's making me... How is my worst, almost my worst useless driver? Is it because he's in the IV car with a bit more power? I don't know. That's a weird one, yeah. My worst driver I wanted to fire is now turning out to be earning me more money than anybody else. Right, so today's job, let's have a look. What have we got? I'm not doing them with the 3. That's too far. We've been there. I want to go somewhere like these places. I want to go somewhere new. Like there. That looks like a brilliant job. That takes us somewhere new. Let's just have a double check, make sure there's nowhere else on the list. It's always worth just double check. Wow, 1,000 mile. I don't know why I'm looking at them. They're all these. Oh, that is a pretty nice job. That's a shame. So yeah, what have we got? We've got this one, 274 miles. Now, this is not going to be a very big episode then today. But you never know. Over there, we might find a dealership. If we find a dealership, well...
Let's go.
As long as we find a DAF dealership. We are looking for the DAFs now. Although saying that, we don't quite have enough money for a DAF truck just yet. So we do have to bear that one in mind. We are still... I don't want to say we're poor.
Turn right.
We've got loads of trucks. I say loads. We've got now 3 trucks, 3 drivers.
At the roundabout. Take
So yeah, we're not doing too bad. Alright, let's get around here. So we've got 7 miles to go and pick up our load. So that's fine. Yeah, it won't be the biggest episode today. Just because this is kind of where we're at the moment. They're either quite small jobs or they're quite big jobs. There's like no like in between. So yeah, we do have to bear that in mind. Like I said, tomorrow, guys, don't forget there may not be an episode just because I've got to take my old man to the hospital tomorrow. He's got to have some routine thing, but when you're 85 and not well, I don't think in my eyes anything is technically routine. So yeah, there may be an episode. It all depends on what time
Keep left.
Because I have got time in the morning. Like tomorrow I could maybe come on and do like I don't know, like a 200-mile job maybe. Do you want to hurry up, you slow bugger? Yeah, there could be something like I could maybe come on and do like a 150, 200-mile job, possibly get that edited and uploading before I go out. So, you know, I will try and record one no matter what. It's just you know what I mean? I'll come on, I'll press the record button, I'll look at the jobs and be like, right guys, I'm going to do this one, you know. But I can't guarantee it. I can't guarantee what jobs are going to be where we end up today. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. Yeah, just bear that one. Just bear that one in mind. So I won't even have time tomorrow to record a farm video for Friday. So when I record a farm video today, tomorrow, because they're always done a day ahead. Yeah, I won't even have the ability to do a farming video for Friday over on the farming channel. Normally Thursdays and Fridays are the days I normally record my first episode of my roleplay for next week. But again, won't even have time to do that. It's all gonna have to be done over the weekend. And I don't like doing it on a weekend because I always feel like I'm rushed on a weekend for doing it because, well, my kids could get up at any point and my kids are not quiet. Okay. Not really sure what all that place is about. Right, we are going to be turning off very soon, so I best get onto this lane. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, and to be fair, he could take himself, but he always rings me up. To be honest, he likes to get away from my mother for a bit. My mother's not exactly the nicest person in the world, and yeah. No, plus, to be fair, normally when, like, if he takes himself to the hospital, my mum will go with him, and then when they've done, they'll go like straight home. He knows when I take him, he's like, come on, Dad, well, you know, we'll go to KFC for lunch. And he'll be like, okay, you know what I mean? A couple of hours with him, you know, and grab a bit of lunch, things like that. He loves a little KFC. He's 85 and loves a KFC, but he spent 70 years of his life not liking chicken. Literally, I grew up, like, I'm nearly 40, and for my entire life, it was like,
At the roundabout.
you don't like chicken. Oh, I love KFC, though. You don't like chicken. Oh, I know, but I like KFC. It's just like, what?
Exit now.
Makes me laugh.
Second exit. Exit now.
Yeah, he eats chicken now, apparently. He didn't for like the first 30 years of my life. Used to have a Sunday dinner. It was either always roast beef or roast pork. If I wanted a chicken for Sunday dinner, you know, there'd still be 2 meats on the table because he wouldn't eat chicken, and oh. Yeah. Little bugger.
Time to hit the road.
Ah, it's over there. I was going to say, where is it? Yeah, grew up with him not eating chicken. Got window down, done all that, lovely jubbly. There we go. So yeah, yeah, that's gonna be my day tomorrow. Gonna be a weird day tomorrow. Like today, I'm rushed today.
At the roundabout.
Like I'll get this video done hopefully before like 9:30. I need it uploading before 9:30. But I'm a bit late recording today because my kids are all late going to school. My eldest has got like severe special needs, and he gets special transport to school. And basically, if his bus is late picking him up, I'm late recording. He's usually 99% of the time the last one to leave anyway. But obviously, if his bus is late for any reason, like any reason, that makes me late recording, basically. And if you're wondering why I'm sat in the middle of this road, it's because I'm not really sure which way this car's gonna go, and I didn't want anyone coming up on the inside of me. I didn't want anyone coming up on the outside of me. So I thought, well, I'll sit in the middle of both those roads. See what I mean? How he just changed lane? Job done. I didn't want someone doing that in front of me and overtaking me, basically. Let us get the foot down. Yeah, it's not the biggest job in the world today. Mercedes power, we need more speed and power. Oh, look at that blue car going. See, why is that blue car driving like that? Seriously. Again, it's carrying on yesterday's rant about the AI traffic. And in a minute, that blue car's going to fly past me like I'm not even moving. Telling you. Telling you now, that's what he's going to do. But yeah, we shouldn't have too many more interruptions schedule-wise. Looking forward to the weekend's videos, a bit of snow running. Like I was saying in yesterday's videos, if anybody wants to be part of that snow running series, you just got to be in the Discord and have... yeah, you shouldn't need any mods, so you just need to be in the Discord, basically, before Saturday. That is our form of setting up. That's where the code will be to join. Come on. Always so slow, innit, these cars? And it's another little blue car. Little blue cars are just driving so slow today. Oh, there's the 5-0. Nino, Nino. I'm in a weird mood today. I'm running on... Well, I'm going to end up napping at some point because I'm running on... I'm just looking here on my watch. I'm running on about 4 hours and 20 minutes sleep. Yeah, I did not get a good night's sleep last night. My wife's sleep clinic appointment can't come fast enough, put it that way. Because I am just absolutely sick of not sleeping because of her at the moment. I'm not trying to not be mean or out like that, but her sleeping thing is really... It's affecting me, and it's doing my head in. And all I get from her is like, well, why don't you go sleep on the couch? And I'm like, you're the one with the problem. Why don't you go sleep on the couch?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if I was like had a sickness bug, for example, and I'm throwing up all night, I wouldn't then go to bed with her and keep her up all night. Do you know what I mean? But it seems to be one rule for one and one for another. So I made a point last night of every time she woke me up, I woke her up, and she has gone to work today exhausted. Now, someone might come in the chat and in the comments be like, wow, that's really mean. This thing has been going on for months. It took a month to even, yeah, do out about it. And I am beyond exhausted. I am literally beyond exhausted. And I am starting to get really arsey about it on a night time, because all I want to do is go to bed and sleep. You know what I mean? I go to bed, try and sleep. I give her due. She does stay awake. She scrolls on her phone. She lets me get off to sleep first. Because if she falls asleep first, I am not getting any sleep that night. And so she does do that, and I'll give her due for that. She does try and do that. The problem is she snores herself awake. She's that loud and that horrible at sleeping at the moment. She disturbs herself, and it's like, yeah, and you expect me to sleep through it? You can't sleep through it yourself. It's just, yeah, it's terrible at the moment. But today I am super exhausted. Another reason why the house we're trying to buy, or we're wanting to buy, is going to have an extra room. Well, at least I can have a single bed in it. So if this, but when she gets to the sleep clinic, she shouldn't have a problem. The problem is the waiting list to get to it. It's, oh my god, it's crazy. I suppose it's the one thing when you get like the NHS system where you don't pay for medical care, like you do in America, is it's the fact that, you know, yeah, you know, you might have to wait because there's a queue. But yeah, I'm tired now. I'm just tired on a daily basis. I literally fell asleep yesterday. I literally, joke you not, I was playing Apex with a buddy Raven, and I was just getting really agitated. No, not like what he was doing. It's just I was getting like tired, and I was like getting really irritated and stuff. And so I was like, look, I'm going off because I'm getting sick of this. And about 40 minutes later, my little man walks through the door, and I literally, joke you not, he woke me up. I fell asleep, sat up, in my computer chair. Not even laid down. I was fully in a seated, upright seated position, and I was asleep. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, that was a power nap. Well, that was the only thing keeping me going yesterday.
Left.
Keep it left. Yeah, I know we're just trucking. Just don't really know. You know, you want me to talk about the game? Don't really know what you want me to say. We're just trucking down the road. We're not even doing the speed limit, actually. You know, that's why I like playing this game. We can just have a little bit of real talk. People can put anything they relate to in the comments. If I don't reply to you in the comments, either I'm short on time, or if I'm not really sure like what I can put back to you, I'll always like acknowledge your comment with like a little thumbs up or a little lovey heart reaction kind of thing, because I always appreciate everybody who comments on the series, on all of my channels, to be honest. So I do always like acknowledge that I've at least read it. So if I don't reply, don't think I'm being rude. It's maybe just like I had someone, you know, if you get someone coming in, you know, just for example, it's like someone will put, oh, you know, great video, it was fun to watch, and I'll put like, oh, thanks, buddy. Sometimes I just won't put out, you know what I mean? Because it's like, not being rude or out like that. It's just, if you put that on, and if you put that onto everyone's comment, you're just kind of repeating yourself. So I always put it at the first few comments, but I always do acknowledge everyone's comments. Also, after yesterday's video, I was looking into the new YouTube program, partner program. See, I can't even speak now. This 500 subscriber goal, guys. Massively appreciate everyone who subscribed. So don't think I'm moaning about that around like that. But you know, like how you only need 500 to get YouTube partner. It's not quite what it seems. If I get to 500 YouTube subscribers, you apply for YouTube monetization / partner, but you still need 1,000 subscribers to change the adverts. So all it does for me personally as a 500 is it gives people the option to support the channel financially, becoming a YouTube member, for example. Well, we do that. Most people do that in my community via Patreon anyway. So it's not really the end of the world. So we still need 1,000 subscribers basically, and 4,000 watch hours. There are ways to cheat the system, don't get me wrong. There are actually massive ways to cheat the system, but I don't see the point. And I don't see the point. If we're not big enough to be able to change your adverts and make money from your adverts, I don't see the point in getting it via false means. Do you know what I mean? It took me a long time to get my farming channel to partner, and I do massively appreciate everybody who watches that channel, you know what I mean? But I don't see the point in faking anything. Oh, I've got, I get 10 views but I've got 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, but you clearly bought them, do you know what I mean? There's not really much point in having them. What's the point in having 900 people who don't watch and comment, do you know what I mean? It's, but like I say, a bit of real talk over here, guys. If anyone's got a topic of conversation, and I remember to talk about it, yeah, by all means. Especially if you're a football fan. Although the club that I'm part of is my local non-league club. Had a fantastic 6-0 win last night in pre-season, and we had 4 trialists in the club as well, and 2 of them showed some really, really good promise as well. So that was really good to see. Right, so yeah, so we're on here. We've got to go this way. Yeah, only 150 miles. Why are you slowing down? Wow. You are slowing down to change lane. That is empty. God, I hate AI drivers on this game. They're almost as bad as David, Richard and Daniel all rolled into one. No, wrong gear. I wanted to go from 5th to 6th, and I went from 5th to 4th. Yeah, messed that one up, didn't I? Yeah, been a little bit later recording's not a bad thing for not having the busiest of jobs. Saying that though, we're about halfway through this job and we're like halfway through the time, so it's weird. We're doing a smaller job and it's taking like the same amount of time as a longer job. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. What are we moving today? We haven't actually looked. We are moving 17 tons of olive oil. I never did look. Wow. Oh, we have to keep left. You can wait for me, mate. You can wait for me. My bad, my bad, my bad. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Although I am speeding there. Let's get that to 60 for cruise control. There we go. Yeah, I do prefer like the 300-mile jobs, to be honest. Not because like I get the jobs just like done any quicker. I just, you know, you've got plenty of time to complete the job. You know, before like sleep's required. You know, it's a pretty good length job. The videos are pretty good length videos. They're not massive recording files. Like I was playing with Raven yesterday, and we were doing recordings of Apex and stuff, and he'd press record from his NVIDIA Shadow Player to record a game that we did really well in, and he's like, oh, this game's 3 gig, that's huge. And I'm like, dude, my Apex files are like 25 gig each. And he's like, well, why are they so much? I'm like, well, one, I've got 4K. And he's like, yeah, I'm 1080. I'm like, well, there you go then. So my files are like 4 times the size. And then obviously you've got like the higher frame rate. I save it at a higher bit rate. I'm not saying what he does is wrong. You know, he's blessed to be in a smaller resolution. And yeah, to be honest, I could go back to 1080 at any point. I could go back to 2K at any point. I don't see the point. I've got 4K now. I do love playing in 4K. I do think the image is a lot crisper. Even though on Apex I do turn some of the settings down, not all of them. I turn like shadows down because I don't use shadows in that game. You know, sunlight beams and stuff on Apex. It's a shooting game. You don't really need it. Although saying that, I was watching yesterday, and was it yes? Yeah, I was watching someone yesterday play Apex over on Twitch. And I tell you what, right, it really did make me laugh because I've just talked about, oh, well, I don't use shadows. I watched somebody kill and know the location of someone on Apex, for example, because this guy was stood on the roof of a building. This guy was like in a doorway, but he got in the building to heal up and stuff because the guy on the roof had got a couple of pop shots on him. And I was like, well, how's this guy knowing where he is? And then when you look back, you could actually see the guy looking at the floor because of obviously it had his reflection. It had his shadow on the floor. So the guy in the building knew where this other guy was. And he ended up winning the fight. And I was like, okay, maybe I should turn shadows back on. He literally got a kill and well, he actually got a squad wipe in the end. But 2 of the 3 players were because he was watching their shadow movement. I was like, I've never even thought of looking at the... If some guy's on the roof trying to kill me, I'm usually looking at the roof trying to kill him. I'm not usually looking at the ground for this shadow to find out whereabouts he is. But yeah, I was like, wow, that is actually some high IQ shooting. Yeah, I never think to do it. Never ever think to do it. It's crazy. Yeah, big up to him for using the shadows to his advantage. I bet the guy was like, how did he know where I was? And then if it ever comes on TikTok, I'm like, shadow. Yeah, it was absolutely crazy insane. It was some really smart play, actually. Some really, really smart play. Alright, just blowing my nose there, guys. I need to keep left here, but this guy needs to hurry up in his brown car. Who buys a brown car? Come on. Who buys a brown car? I don't think I'd drive a brown car if it was free. Brown car? Come on. It literally looks like poop driving down the road, doesn't it? Come on. Lovely. Got pulled out onto there really well. Yeah, I hope everyone has had a good day. By the time this video goes out, like, the day is over for me. You know, it should go live. It's always goes. I always try and aim for my videos to go live about 7 o'clock on an evening. Which, to give you an idea, it's currently 4 minutes to 9 AM. So yeah, like I said, the trucking videos do tend to go live the same day. I have thought about doing the videos a day early, like I do with my farming. Because if I did do that, it would actually, I suppose if I did that, like today, for example, you know, tomorrow, for example, there might not be a video. Well, this would be tomorrow's. But then I could record Friday's video Thursday evening, I suppose, yeah. There are good things and bad points to doing a video a day early. Like, if people comment on a farm video, like, I did that a couple of days ago. Or at least one day ago. The roleplay series could be done a few days in advance because of how long they take to do. Maybe not my best work on the roleplay series, but the first time I've ever done a roleplay series on farming. So I'm sure, well, I already know some people don't like it, but you know, at the end of the day, why is my cruise control not working?
Keep right.
Okay.
And then exit right.
It kept saying I was in gear, but it was also saying I was out of gear. That was weird.
Right.
Right, we are exiting right. We are going up the slipway to the 403.
Turn left.
Whoa. I pulled out there thinking I had right away then, but I didn't because I had to cross the road. That was really bad driving on my side. We've done 15 of 51 areas in Iberia DLC. And we've got quite a bit more left to explore.
Go straight on.
Well, there's definitely a sleep point anyway. I don't know if there'll be a dealership here. I suppose that's one thing we need to check.
And then turn right. Turn right.
Roundabout straight on.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
Oh, we've got a fire.
Turn left.
We've got a fire. Look at that. We've got a fire. Did it a screenshot? Wow. We've got a fire on the motorway. A tanker has exploded. Well, better to explode than implode. This is why I shouldn't record stuff when I'm tired. I say stuff without thinking. First exit on the roundabout.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Keep right.
Keep right. There we go. Yeah, there does not look to be any dealerships here. There doesn't look to be any garages here either. That's the thing. Oh, we just mounted the curb there. Silly me.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Okey-dokey. One. Oh!
Exit now.
I hit that curb a little bit too hard there. Oh.
Turn right.
Oh, that could be that could have been costly. Right, there doesn't look to be any any place really here. It's a bit weird. Yeah, we'll go park that up. We'll park that up for the extra 90 XP. It's not the end of the world, is it, to go and park this one? Plus, to be fair, it's on a bit of an angle. Yeah, look where we're going to park that. What a lovely, easy park that is. If my wife was trucking, she'd still get that badly wrong. She don't like reversing. She don't like reversing on this game because she's not good at it, but she won't practice to get better at it. So it's like it's a no-win situation. There we go. Look at that, lovely Julia. I do realise I just didn't open the window to reverse. That was my bad. Yeah, we need to figure out what's here. 272 mile. Lovely. Is there anything here in this town? There is a dealership. There is a dealership here. Wow. Right, let's go and have a look at this dealership then, guys. It kills a few minutes. Don't be shouting at me for speeding. At the end of the day, I am just going to go and unlock this. I'm hoping it's a DAF dealership. Even though I don't really have the money for a DAF at the moment, it would be nice if it was, because at least then we could... Well, we can look at what we're going to buy. Like I say, I'm still unsure what to buy the workers, to be honest. God, my driving today is absolutely terrible. I did tell you I was tired. I'm going to blame it on lack of sleep. Oh, come on, truck. Could you go any slower? You know, I know you're going to go. Yeah, I knew you were going to go over there. Come on.
Right.
Let's get on the motorway. Come on.
Exit now. Get ready to turn right.
Please go straight ahead. Don't turn right.
Turn right.
You're turning right. I want to get there before like my usual 40 minutes are up to unlock this dealership. But it would appear that it is not going to be the case. Right, we need to floor this. Yes. There we go. When you don't have a trailer on the back, I've got all the speed and power in the world. Along with most likely a massive speeding fine. Alright, we'll stick at 60 because that is the speed limit. Well, it's not. 56 is the speed limit, but we can get away with 60. I'll drive around this truck because we've got plenty of time before we need to go. Well, that was a drop in frame. Lovely. Let's get yeah, I think the exit is coming up in a second or two. Yeah. This next junction is where we want to be turning off. Yeah, we'll see what dealership it is. I can't really... It's a Mercedes dealership. It's a Mercedes dealership. I can see it from here. Boo. Boo. That doesn't help. A Mercedes dealership does not help us.
Right, and then exit right.
Well, since we now know it's a Mercedes dealership, guys, I might as well leave the video here. Because all I'm going to do is just drive into it and unlock it. More because it's a repair centre. It also gives me somewhere to sleep, hopefully, in this area. If not, I'll have to move and find somewhere else to sleep.
Turn right.
But yeah, it should give me... I'm hoping it gives me somewhere to sleep. I'm just looking now at this job. It doesn't look like it's got a sleep trigger at this garage. Yet most garages have one.
Turn right.
So yeah, I am going to leave this episode here, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, don't forget, guys, you got to hit that like button. It's massively important that people who watch and like the videos hit the like button. It helps YouTube push the videos to a wider audience, basically. That's the whole thing with it.
At the roundabout.
Fighter jet. But yeah, as I say, hit the like button if you're new to the channel. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoy a bit of trucking. If you're also a fan of snow running, you know, join the Discord. Well, join the Discord in general, guys, not just for snow running.
Arrived at your destination.
But yeah, I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.